Good evening, learners and lecturer. My name is Lucille Gatti, Miss Gatti. So, welcome to my lesson of molecule arrangement. This is the class of Natural Science and Technology for grade 6 learners. Okay, so today we'll be discussing the state of matter, right? All right, so in order to discuss this, you're going to need this tool right here. Okay, so for you to start making this, you'll need some colored paper. Okay, your color paper. All right, some color paper right here. And then you're going to need a glue stick. You're going to need a scissor. Some color pens, highlighters, normal pen, a pencil, a ruler, and last but not least, you're going to need some cotton wool as well. Okay? All right. So, after you have gathered all of your instruments or ingredients to create this, right? After you've gathered all of that, you're going to cut out some small pieces, as you can see right here. These are just small pieces of paper, colored paper. You have to use different color paper, okay? This way you'll know exactly which one is which. Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna cut up 3 different color papers, okay? And then on the first one you'll write solid, the next one liquid, and the third one gas, okay? Then you're gonna choose any item such as a roll of toilet paper, a cup, okay, just an empty cup, or even your glue stick. You could even just draw a glue stick, okay, or a pencil, or even a book, okay. You could even just draw a book, right? And this is going with your first color paper, which you wrote on solid. And then the second one, you're going to draw a glass filled with any liquid, okay? Be it oil, okay? Be it a juice, be it a fizzy drink, or water. I think water works best right here, okay? A glass of water, and it goes with the liquid, okay? Then the last one, which is gas, you're going to draw a balloon, right? You're just going to draw a balloon. All right, so yes, you're going to draw this balloon, and then you're going to take some cotton wool, right? You're going to take your cotton wool, and then you're going to take about 6 pieces or more. You have to fill up the item that you drew here. Like I drew a roll of toilet paper, so I filled it up with cotton wool. So you're gonna take a piece, just a little piece, right? Just a little piece, and then you're going to roll it into a small ball, okay? And then you're gonna take your glue, right? Add it on the item that you drew right there. Then you take your small ball of cotton wool, then you just stick it on and make sure you fill it up, okay? You fill it up, no spaces in between, right? And then right here where you drew your glass, right, where you drew your glass of water, then you're also going to take your glue stick, add it onto that glass of water. As you can see, I only drew my glass of water close to the rim. It's not, my glass isn't too full, also not too half, or too empty or anything, right? Then you're going to add your cotton wool balls as well, but these ones, you may add them far apart, not too far, also not too close to each other. And then lastly, you're going to apply your glue stick to your balloon, right? And then place your cotton wool onto the balloon as well. But these ones, you can put them as far as possible from one another, okay? Very far from each other. All right. So, what is matter? Because, yeah, what is matter? Matter is everything that is around us, okay? So, we have 3 states of matter. As you've already written them down right here. So, the first one is solid. Then you have your liquid. And then you have your gas, okay? So this piece of toilet paper right here would be a solid. Then your second glass, right? Second picture, the glass of water or juice that you drew right here would be a liquid because you drink it, right? So it's a liquid. And then thirdly, the balloon. This balloon, as you can see, it is closed right here. So it has gas inside, be it somebody's breath that's inside or the gas of helium. So then it is your gas, your third state of matter. All right, so solids are anything that you can touch and it has a fixed shape. Okay, you can hold it. For example, this glue stick right here would be a solid. I can hold it. It has a fixed shape, right? What are particles? Particles is the substances. I'm sorry. No, it's not the substance. It's the smallest part of a substance. Smallest part. Okay. So as you can see, the cotton wool we used for the particles, we used them for the particles to display it. So right here, there aren't any spaces. In a solid, there aren't any spaces in between the particles, okay? There are no spaces whatsoever. The particles can't move freely at all. They are tightly compressed together, okay? So right here, I wrote my notes for what a solid is. So the first one says particles are very close together, which is true. No spaces in between. And then secondly, there are no spaces between the particles, okay? No spaces whatsoever. Thirdly, they cannot move freely or fast because they are held together tightly, like I've already said. And they have a fixed shape. You can hold it, okay? Like, for example, this highlighter would also be a solid, okay? And then the second state of matter is liquids. So let's read the note right here. So the note says it has no fixed shape, which is true. There is no fixed shape because if you were to hold water in your hand, it would slip right through, correct? You can't hold water just like this, tightly like this. It's gonna slip through your hand. So it has no fixed shape, okay? And then the particles are close but do have little spaces in between, as you can see right here. Remember, I said the cotton wool is representing the particles, okay? So in between the particles, there are some spaces, but they aren't far from each other. They're a bit close, but they still have space in between. Okay, so the particles can move. They can move a bit. When you pour water out, it moves out, right? It flows, remember? Okay. All right, so that's liquid. And then the third state of matter is gas, right? So in this balloon, there's gas inside. Right here, as you can see, the particles are very far from each other. Very far from each other, so they can move freely. They aren't as tight like this glue stick right here, which is a solid. They can move, okay? And they move fast, okay? And lastly, gas does not have a fixed shape. You can't hold it. For example, the air in this room right here. I can't grasp onto the air. I can't feel it. I can't hold it. Okay, yes, you can feel it, but you can't hold it. Okay, you can't hold air in your hand. Okay, if you were to open this balloon right here, right, if you had a balloon in your hand which was closed and you were to open it, right, the air would go out, right? The air would exit from the balloon and you could not grasp onto it. Okay? Yes, so that is it for today, guys. So your molecule arrangement, 3 states of matter. Okay, remember it's solid, liquid, and gas. Solid has a fixed shape. Liquid does not have a fixed shape. Gas also does not have a fixed shape. Okay? With solids, the particles are close to each other and there aren't any space in between. There's no space, okay? And you can hold on to it. As long as you can hold it, it's a solid, okay? You don't have to put it in something in order to hold it, all right? Not like a liquid. In order to hold a liquid, you're going to pour it into a cup, a glass, or a bowl. That's the only way you can hold it. You can't hold it in your hands. It's going to slip right out, okay? And the particles are not as far, but also not as close to each other, and they can move freely, okay? Then with gas, the particles are very far from each other, and they also don't have a fixed shape, and you can't hold them at all. You can't hold air in your hand. Remember that. Unless you place it in something like this balloon right here. If you are placing air in a balloon, then you can hold it, right? But without it, you can't hold air. You can't grasp onto it. So that is it for today. This is the tool that you're gonna need to remember your molecule arrangement, to remember the state of matter, right? Write all your notes inside what a solid is. This way you'll remember it, okay? Draw a picture for yourself of a solid. Same with the liquid and gas. Draw pictures. Use the cotton wool to display or represent your particles. And write down your notes, okay? Write down your notes. Do not get them mixed up, okay? Match everything exactly where it belongs. Match it all correctly. Okay, thank you. That is all for today. Thank you. Goodbye.